In this presentation, I'm going to teach you a little bit about logical reasoning and what that is, as well as the ways arguments are based on fact and reason and how they're presented. I'm also going to talk about strategies of reasoning, syllogisms, ethymemes, logical structures, and the analysis of deductive and inductive reasoning. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to do all of this in one thing. I'm going to break it up into smaller chunks. But I wanted people to know exactly what sections we would be talking about throughout this entire series. So, without further ado, you should go now to the next structure, which is the actual introduction to logical reasoning. Actually, you know what? Let's stay here. I think it makes sense to do so. Okay, so in logical reasoning, you always are asking the following question of how did you come to that specific conclusion? Now, I want you to think closely about what it means to reason and what a reason happens to be. So, a reason is a statement offered in explanation or justification. So, it's a reason why you've done something. You relate to first period class. The reason for that is because you woke up too late. It's also a statement which supports a conclusion or explains some type of fact. The previous example goes directly to this, but let's use another one when you're thinking about what a reason is. You have a degree in bioengineering. The reason for that is because you went to college for 4 years and studied hard and went through the process and requirements for that major. And so that would explain the fact that you have a degree in bioengineering. The thing, though, is to reason is a little bit different. To reason is the talking point about how you discover something. Or how you formulate. And to formulate really is to think or draw a conclusion. And my writing here is a little sloppy, but you get the idea. Draw a conclusion. You're concluding something by thinking. So the fact that you figured out that I had gone through 4 years of college and other things that needed to be done in order to be a bioengineering person or a biological engineer, let's call them that, you had to go through a thinking process to get there. And so that thinking process is reasoning, to reason. Now, typically, though, it needs to be orderly. You can't just come up with these rash conclusions. You assume that, and that's what it is. When you don't think clearly or rationally about something, you're usually making an assumption. Sometimes your assumptions can be correct, but oftentimes they can be incorrect because you haven't thought about something in a logical way.